Oh, did I catch you again?
Did you catch me?
Did I catch you with the longer opening? I gotta fix that opening because it's not.
Well,
I mean,
it was like a middling opening. It kind of just abruptly stopped in the
yeah,
middle.
I know. I gotta fix that. I need to edit that better. Gosh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the CrankCast. I am Pete, and joined by Crow and whoever else wants to come in.
There we go.
And yeah, so this CrankCast. Sorry you missed last week, but I was out of town. Try to do this every couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been an interesting couple weeks. Starting early, Brian F. all over the place. Yep, Crow's fault.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I was sitting around. My kids and wife were gone to the swimming pool, and I'm like, yeah, might as well start early. Why not? Football game is sucking, so
it's the exact opposite of the Evercast.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. Yeah, this is the show that starts early as opposed to the Evercast. I guess this is kind of Evercast 3 now, because the Calling All Retros is pretty much Evercast 2 when you think about it.
Well, would this be Evercast 4? No, Evercast 3? I don't know. I was thinking you were saying that when you had it, that was Evercast 1. And now we're on Evercast 2, which is Rich. And now he's also
you mean sequels. 3. And then so Evercast 3 would be me, Rich, Ed, and you. So this is
no, I was thinking about who was hosting it, basically. Every time it changed, it would be a new version.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we could do that, I guess.
Evercast 3.0.
Yeah, this one's kind of a hodgepodge. It's kind of like focusing on handheld gaming, but knowing you or I, we could go all over the place. Like, I think it's just, I like having putting handheld gaming there just because it kind of narrows the focus and traps people from coming in. And then when they come in, it's like, why are they talking about the donut Crow's eating?
Well, you mean the Donut Crow 8? Because it's
Crow 8, yes. I was trying to get the show started while it was in your mouth. Because you're like, this would be a great opening, Crow just eating.
What, just with that intro, stopping when it did, you couldn't very.
Yeah. That's weird. Okay, yeah, that's a weird opening. I have to admit, I have to do better on that. So, editing is not my forte. If anybody ever comes to watch any of my videos on my channel, the hundreds and probably close to 1,000 videos I've produced now, editing is not something I do much of. I tend to just ramble.
And it's funny because editing is the only reason I make videos.
I know, yeah. I shouldn't say that. I do a chunk of editing, but nowhere near as close as what you do or any mainstream kind of.
If I'm rewatching the video and I'm falling asleep, it needs to be edited.
Yeah. I tend to add like little stinger moments into mine, like surprise things, stock video that will throw people off. I tend to do that, or do something weird with my voice. But I tend to keep my videos under 20 minutes anyway, usually under 8 for sure. I try to keep them short.
I try to keep my videos under 20 minutes or over an hour.
MCO fan. Look, one of my stalkers are here. Where's my shark at? I don't know, man. Go play it on Intelligent.
Your shark.
Shark. Where's my shark? I hear shark. I just want to go. What's that song? That song used to be popular.
You're talking about Baby Shark and
Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
I know that was the only reason I know of this song is because it seemed like anytime I would go out to a restaurant, there'd be some kid playing that song on their phone or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was a pretty big hit for a while, and then it just kind of went away, right?
No, actually, it's still around. You're starting to see all the merchandising for it. I saw something that was Shark related in the store recently. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, like for a while, pre-pandemic, that year before the pandemic, like, or a couple months, it seems like everybody was singing it, and then it kind of went away, and I don't know. I don't know if it's back or
sick
not.
Of it.
But yeah, that's where I ever hear the ward shark now.
How old
is about Shark or Amico or all that, or Intelligent or Sharknado? Have you ever watched the Sharknado movie?
Yes, actually, I saw the first two because they're on riff tracks.
Yeah, I watched the first one because the first one had like B actors, right? Like the guy from Beverly Hills 90210 was in it. Like,
They all have B actors.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Anyway,
there's the mock. I don't know if that was considered a mockbuster
I
because
don't
it's not
know.
really. It's just
Sure.
yeah, it's not like Transmorphers or anything where they're trying to trick you into seeing the wrong movie.
Yeah. Hey Dan, how you doing, bud?
There's a whole string of those types of movies, like giant sharks, giant octopus, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly
Got a
right.
funny story about that. I was my friend of mine sent me a trailer to one of those movies,
Yeah.
and I was not expecting it. There was a part where the shark jumps out of the water and bites the wing of the airplane, and it's so ridiculous that I
Yeah.
was on the floor laughing, and my
I
wife
thought
thought I was gonna die because I couldn't breathe.
yeah, I thought that movie Piranha was ridiculous, but when I saw Sharknado, I'm like, okay, they've taken Piranha and taken it to like
Well,
the
you know
10th
what?
degree.
Piranha is more self-aware. I think it's
Yeah, I
doing.
think so. Yeah.
It's more of a I don't know what the satirical
Yeah.
movie,
Maybe. Yeah.
whereas like these those movies like the giant Sharknadoes and everything, they're not really. I don't know if you can even consider them to be satirical. They're just being as ridiculous as they can be.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Oh my gosh.
But I told my sister about that with the shark jumping out of the plane. Apparently, they showed that on the Sci-Fi Channel, and my grandma
Really?
was with them. Yeah, my grandma was watching it with them, and she's the shark jumps out, eats the air, takes a bite out of the airplane, and my grandma goes, "Oh, that's not why I'm not. That's why I don't fly." Like seriously, and there was another part where like the giant fish or whatever takes out the San Francisco bridge. My dad happened to be in San Francisco at the time, and my grandmother goes, "I hope your father's okay."
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh. Mickey Fan Tommy. I dug the movie Anaconda. Anaconda was
You know
pretty
what?
decent.
They did that on Rip Tracks as well, but I saw it in the theater, and
It
I was
wasn't a
kind of
bad movie. Jennifer
okay.
Lopez was in that, right?
I don't remember, but
Ice
I do
Cube?
remember
Was it Ice
being
Cube? Ice T or
yeah, Ice T was in it, I think.
Ice T was in it?
I remember being mad at seeing the movie Anaconda because
Yeah.
that's the movie everybody wanted to see, but I
Yeah.
wanted to see Austin Powers.
Oh, both were good. I think Austin Powers the better movie, but
Exactly. I wish I would have.
yeah.
I was like, oh man, I could have seen Austin Powers.
Anaconda had like a few jump scares. It was kind of, but it was a well done movie. I mean, what was it? John Voight was in it for gosh
Yes,
sakes.
John Voight. But you know what? That is what we would call a B movie
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think Cornell will get ported to the Evercade? Who cares? I don't know.
Um, well, you know what you could do. You
Imagine
could
you need to strap on your Evercade. Just like,
well, you know what you could do. You could actually. Yeah, you've got a bunch of Evercades, so you
yeah,
could actually
just a bunch
pull
of
out
them.
the cornhole board and toss the Evercades into the.
Across the Evercade. No, wait until the Evercade goes bye-bye OG Evercade after the last update when you no other games, and then you can just do what you want with them.
Yeah,
I'm
after
planning on using my old Evercades for soldering practice. I think I'm gonna try to do a bunch of stuff.
soldering practice.
Yeah.
There are easier things to
Hey
practice.
Phantom, how you doing, bud? Yeah. welcome to the CrankCast. You know what? I might change the name of the show to Cranky Cast.
After Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong. It wasn't a bad game. That's Cranky Kong came in Donkey Kong Country 3, right?
He was there since Here's the thing that
He
this
was the
bizarre.
guy to send you on the journey in Donkey Kong Country, right?
Yeah, and Cranky Kong is supposedly supposed to be the original Donkey Kong from the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah. Hey, MCO fan, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Crank Yankers cast. That's for whatever reason that was a show I could never get into.
Anyway, Crank Yankers cast. Yeah, that's a troll.
Well, no, you know what? No, it's not actually. Crank Yankers was a show on Comedy Central where
Really? What's that all about?
they did prank phone calls, but then they acted it out with puppets for the show. That was Crank Yankers.
Wow.
And to be honest, when you were calling this the Crankcast, I know you named it after the crank on the Playdate, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking Crank Yankers.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why the Crankcast. I didn't even think of that name. I think RGMB thought about it on the Evercast one time.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't really think of it. I'm like, yeah, like we'll talk Playdate, we'll talk a bunch of stuff. So
somebody mentioned it, and within 5 minutes, you were determined to make a podcast called the Crankcast.
yeah, exactly. Man, like this one here, this game here, Omaze, it's like the Eye of Sauron. Whoever designed this menu button, whatever they call it, badge, is seriously like the Eye of Sauron.
Is it looking directly at you?
Yeah, look, it's searching. It's like it's searching.
That'd be fun if it just all of a sudden would stop and focus and turn red, which would be weird because the screen can't display red.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It only took me 10 minutes to time out my first person. Oh my gosh. You might have to do a new community video.
I'm going to mute myself for a second.
What's that? So what have you been up to? What have you been playing this week?
I had just played that hardcore 4x4 game on the Evercade. And also I've been playing the Pinball FX. What
possessed you to play hardcore 4x4? Because it's not a good game.
Because I hadn't played it yet.
Okay.
And I play my way through all the games. It's actually not a difficult game. It's hard to control, but
controls that makes it difficult, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of, in a way, it is supposed to be difficult because you're controlling a monster truck over rough terrain, so it is supposed to be a little bit hard to control the thing. What kind of ruins the game, though, is the fact that every single race is like in this canyon, and you're constantly bumping into the walls.
I found it was hard to in that game on the Evercade because originally a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah,
I found that it was hard to tell which way you're going because of the geo and the way it looked. It kind of
that was the other problem I was having with the game. I have everything recorded. I need to edit the footage, but there was a lot of tracks where you can't tell whether or not the track is turning or if it's going straight.
Very challenging.
All the same, and the volcano track was the worst because everything was just black.
Were they I wonder limited by the amount of colors they could put or polygons or something? I can't imagine it was a design choice to do it that way. It must have been a limitation.
No, I think it was just designed poorly because how many racing games like on the PlayStation 1 can you think of where it was hard to know where you were going?
Yeah.
I mean, we had like Ridge Racer, Rage Racer,
The biggest problem on the PlayStation 1 was the draw distance early on, right?
I don't know. It's not that early of a PlayStation 1 game. 96, I think so. So maybe a year or two after. But I'm thinking the game I was thinking of was Rallycross. That might be a year later, but Rallycross was also hard to control, but it was like it was so smooth and fluid, that game. But
hey,
yeah,
what are you doing?
But what was funny was discovering the hidden game that's in that game, because it's. Do you remember Megalomania?
Yeah.
You remember the hidden game in that game?
The Megalomania. I can't remember now. What was it?
It was like Sinistar, but it was Sinistar, but it used the graphics from the game. So it was like your opponent's heads that were floating around and stuff. So in hardcore 4x4, there's a hidden game that is asteroids. But instead of the asteroids, it's the developers' heads that are floating around and you're destroying.
So what?
Yeah, it's more fun to play than Hardcore 4x4. So far, it's the best game I've played on that cartridge, and it's hidden in that game.
Okay, this game's impossible.
Press A to switch rotation. I don't get what you're supposed to be doing.
Trying to get the ball over the way. Ah!
Wait a minute, is that like a magnet? And it's
No, I've got to use the spinner, the
Yeah.
crank,
Mhm.
and the rotation is opposite. So I got.
So are you just spinning it the wrong way every time? Or...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I got. Oh.
Bloop, bloop.
Oh my god, it's so hard.
You've really confused me about this game is.
Yeah, I hate
Is this
game.
the first level?
Yeah. No, it's not first level. I've been continuing.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. So this was the latest one of the latest last week's games of the month. And you gotta do is press A to go through the little gate, and then you gotta kind of spin it opposite way. And
but right away, otherwise you get, if you just hit A and you don't do anything, that's just gonna kill you.
Yeah, it just spins up to the magnet, you see? So you gotta spin it really fast to get it in there.
So you have there you go. But now you gotta do it.
See how it's dragging it back? That's not me, that's the force.
Yeah. But if it's down at the bottom center,
oh, son of
it
a
shouldn't do anything.
Oh, yay, got it. Oh, it's so pain in the ass. Because you see the way the little spinner's going, it drags it towards the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I just realized since you've got that on, I'm gonna boot up that hardcore 4x4 and pull.
Yes, can you share? I can share your screen.
Yeah, let me make sure I have.
I think I can give you access to share. So this game, this is the 12th level. This was a game I thought I'd never like. And I'm like, oh, it's not that bad.
Let's see here.
Buggers.
There we go.
And you got to use A button to switch to rotation. So this is a game on the Playdate, just if anybody's interested in it.
I was thinking, okay, I'll tell you how to do this because I remember, and actually, that's not even the weird thing.
Okay, let me switch over here. So we're going to show the Evercade now.
Do you want to see the other weird code in this as well?
Yeah.
Because there's a code where you can. Well, I'm not going to show you the game first. I'll show you this other weird code first.
Yes, exactly. Well, he's doing that, chat. If anybody has any questions, go out, talk about any cool indie or indie games or handheld games, stuff like that. If you have any questions about Playdate, I've been playing Playdate quite a bit. So Crow's an expert on the Evercade, as I am too, where we know everything about the Evercade. There's nothing we don't know.
Which is funny because I can't actually remember one code. I mean, I'll look it up really quick.
That's the problem with the Evercade. Like, you forget all these. There's tons of secret games out there, but there's no way to get there. So what's the code?
I remember the game with this weird one. I gotta look up. So
sent you a DM on Twitter. Did you? Okay, let me get Twitter going.
Okay, I knew the words. I didn't know the right way.
Yeah, you want to come in and hang out? You can come in and hang out if you want.
So actually what we need to do is you need to change this to time trial, and then you go to start a race, but then you need to edit names. You change the name of driver 1 to, let's see. I gotta make sure
that's pretty cool.
You got to change it to.
Hold on, okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You got to change it to Rain Frog.
That looks cool. Yeah. But Ian, if you ever want to come into the show, you're welcome to come in.
I can't see
anything.
Oh, you can't see anything?
No, Ian sent me a tweet. And I'm going to put it on after. I'm good now. Now I can see.
All right, so if I put in the G, boom. Now we got some guy's head in the corner.
What the fuck? Hey, it looks like me in the 80s.
I'm going to change this to a daytime severe. And the truck doesn't matter.
Ian, don't apologize. You're an old school fan of the channels.
So I'm going to start a race.
Yep.
I'm just going to do a time trial. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as it's...
I want to see how good you are in the game, because you're obviously better than me in the game.
Oh, there's actually a third code, too, where you can unlock the best car in the game.
Hey, Crow, I got a question for you.
Okay.
We're on the Evercade. How did they figure out who to call to license this obscure game from? That's what I want to know.
Well, Gremlin made it, but what was funny is that in the U.S. and North America,
great on the Evercade, by the way.
If you notice, it's raining frogs.
Oh my God, it is! That is so freaking awesome.
Yeah. So that code makes it rain frogs.
It's raining frogs. Hallelujah! It's raining frogs, or toads, whatever floats your boat.
So I'm gonna quit.
That is so cool. You got to share that code. You got to share that code on. Now, does that code exist in the original on the PlayStation 1?
Yes, actually, that's
okay. So it's not an Evercade secret; it's a game secret.
Yeah, I'm looking up the codes for the original games.
Yeah, because I was going to steal that for my Evercade Secrets playlist, but it's technically not a secret. It's a game, just a secret to the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't want to go down that slippery slope, because there's literally 300 games on the Evercade, and they all probably got secret codes, right?
We're gonna no, not all of them.
Probably good.
Some of them are weird. Like almost every renovation game has codes like that, but or button inputs, but some of them don't.
Renovation kind of games that almost don't even need codes. They're just, most of them are just so good.
We're gonna the name of this game in North America was actually TNN Hardcore, TNN Motorsports Hardcore 4x4. It had a license attached.
Was that what it's called?
Yeah, it was called TNN Motorsports Hardcore 4x4, but in Europe it was just called Hardcore 4x4.
Sweet.
Mainline. There we go. Wait a minute, is this the right code? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember that guy's face.
I don't know if you're. Oh, look at.
Oh, you know what? Okay,
what is on his forehead? Does he have like a massive Band-Aid on his forehead?
But actually, this is not the code I thought it was. But this is
a
different
face a mother could love, Crow.
But there you go. You get the best car in the game now.
Oh, and you must be the lead programmer.
And you also unlock extreme mode.
Okay, what does the best car in the game do for you?
Okay, well, show you. I could just look at the stats compared to the other stats.
Yeah, it's pretty well. Most of those stats are pretty decent for the other cars, but yeah. Okay, drive with that one. See how good you are with that car.
Oh, well, what's funny is like I'm in novice. Let's see what happens.
Why did he call his car Mother?
I don't know.
People are weird.
We'll just do single race, and I think you know what? I think when you turn this code on, the frog rain turns off. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't remember. What's funny is I thought that was the code for the other thing.
It's still not going to make me want to play this game again.
No, in fact, this car might actually be harder to control because it's so fast.
So perfect, yeah.
See, when I first played
what is it raining at? Is it? Oh, it's a snowing.
It's just regular snow, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is the car you unlock for beating everything in the game, apparently.
That probably less than 1% ever unlock.
And I'm convinced that the other vehicles are way more aggressive when you're driving in this car.
Oh, you had AI just as, yeah, probably. Hey, you're not bad at it at all.
Well, this car's got like the best traction, but yeah, I still bump into the walls like crazy. But you know what? If you play this game, everybody does. Like I was in second place. Yeah. The first place car was supposed to be like way in front of me, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it was stuck in a wall.
Oh my god! One mistake and you go, oh my gosh!
But everybody crashes, so it's not just you.
Ugh, what a mess of a game.
But this is, I mean, I think that really like monster trucks are hard to drive, so I don't really have a problem with it controlling like it the way it does, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm more of a fun experience. Like when you get a game that you don't want it to be too lifelike if it's not meant to be a sim, because then it's not fun, right?
Well, here's the problem: that there's walls everywhere. and
Big walls.
and sometimes you don't know where the track goes.
Well, that's the biggest problem. You
That's
never
the
know where
bigger
the track is, and your car like handles like it's driving on ice and glass.
Oh,
Like there's
have you
no
played the ice? I mean, no, there is actually an ice level, and there are patches of ice where you can't even turn.
Yeah, that's not fog, Brian. That's a feature.
Honestly, though, I have no problem with the way the game controls.
Yeah, you're a bit weird though when it comes to that stuff. Like, come on, let's be honest here.
Okay, now for the best code.
All right, a toy of the
there's only-
Evercast 3 or 4 or 5.
Oh man, I should show you the volcano track. Did you
I'll
see the
never see
volcano?
it myself playing it.
Did you see the volcano track?
No.
Here, look at. I mean, even from the map, it's called. Yeah, there. Look at this.
Oh, good lord.
I'll jump into this really quick because it's unbelievable. I can't believe they left this in the game like this.
Yeah. Well, they probably rushed this game out. I'd like to see what the original review score was. This I can see like IGN or back in the day someone going, "Oh, it's a visual treat." It was revolutionary.
I always thought this was a budget game every time I saw it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, looks like hell.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah,
Am I on Mars?
On the
I mean, I was like, am I on Mars here? Because everything was red, but there's a part where you get to and it's like literally all black.
No, you'd be able to see somewhere if it was Mars, dude.
But see, look at that. Where was the road?
It's just boom.
Where is the road?
Hey, wait, there's a house and there's a village.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
evil.
around the volcano, apparently.
Yeah. Hey,
well, you know what it might have been now that I think about it? Maybe I was racing this at night.
Yeah. I played Toka, Ian. I guarantee you it can run Toka. It has to be able to run Toka. What are you doing?
I don't know, but that's hilarious.
That's physics right there.
Yep. And you never get stuck upside down.
I love the frame rate of the dirt coming back. It's just chugging.
There was one race I was racing where I think the frame rate dipped to like nothing.
Oh my gosh. What the hell was
You
that?
know what was what?
Just this pile of crap that just showed up on the screen.
Yeah, I must have been racing this in the dark when I was playing the championship. I was playing the championship mode, and apparently it just chooses random weather for every race. Because I played the first time and it was pitch dark, and let me restart. And I restarted. I literally reset the game and I started again, and all of a sudden it was daytime and I could see where I was going.
Well, you could see yourself a little bit where you're going.
Oh, you could boost too. There's a boost. You double tap the accelerator. And that didn't work. Come on. There you go. Now I'm boosting apparently.
Like, I want to know why there are houses here.
Yeah, it's scientists, they're
studying like Dante's Peak, and like there's just random stuck dirt in the screen.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be smoke or ashes in the air. Yeah, it doesn't look good by today's standard.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I didn't realize that I was racing this in the dark the first time I played it. That's why everything was so dark.
The more you know.
But again, you don't have any headlights either.
I don't know if it would help. I just don't know if it would help.
I love how I don't know how to get that guy's head off. Like all I could do is replace it with another guy's head. Oops.
Yeah, I want to know what's on his forehead.
It's a bandage or something. Time trial. Now we got to go into edit names. We're going to change the name to. This is the code you want to remember.
Dutch.
It's Dutchman. There we go. There's the Dutchman. And now, okay, here's the other secret part. You got to go to the main menu here, go into options, and view the credits. And bam, new game.
Right. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yep. And you're probably not getting any sounds, but the sounds are pretty damn good in this too, especially when you hit the green ones.
This is probably better than the
Oh yeah, it's better than the game
actual
itself.
game.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
But it's stuff like this that cracks me up when you find it.
No,
and
dude,
it tells you how many asteroids are on the screen too. It's like every time you destroy one and it splits, one gets added. But when you destroy them, they actually there's 2 left. That one.
I like the green head.
Yeah, the green heads are supposed to be like the UFOs, I think. They're like hybrid UFOs and asteroids, apparently.
Yeah. Because they got like little boosts to them.
They kind of act more like your ships than the UFOs did in asteroids. But
they must have knew they had a really bad game on their hands, and they said, "Hey, let's just put this."
I don't think they like. There's honestly, it doesn't matter whether or not the game is good or not. I always see like it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter whether or not you see games like this in buried in the code. Like Megalomania had a game similar to this, but I don't think that was a bad game.
Whoa! You almost got hit by a head.
Yeah, and this is actually it gets really challenging. It's really fun.
It almost looks more challenging than the regular asteroids.
That's what I think. I think it actually gets more challenging faster.
Better AI.
Well, it's not really AI. It's just the way.
Well, of course it is. There's heads there because the asteroids are just rocks. They don't have intelligence, but these guys have intelligence.
I wonder how many developer heads there are, because there's got to be more than
4?
3. There's a guy with a beard too. I know there's a guy with a beard because maybe that he shows up later.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've only seen 4. Whoa, what?
Yeah, I don't know how that did hit me. And I don't know if you've seen Angry Video Game Nerd, but every time I see those green heads, they remind me of the glitch gremlin. That's what it reminds me of. The red heads. That
I got into the Angry Video Game Nerd. It wasn't my cup of tea. When I found out it was scripted, I'm like, ugh.
Oh, I knew it was scripted from day one. There's just no way. There's no way it was like the guy, his real thoughts and everything. Everything had to be exaggerated.
Well, I guess. Wow, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm falling asleep, but I can remember watching Boogie 2988. I remember watching his Francis videos, and I thought that was him. And I kind of ruined it when I found out it wasn't him. It was just a pure made up character.
And that was something I couldn't. Somebody I couldn't really get a whole lot of entertainment from, because there was somebody that was always like sharing his videos, and I'm like, I don't get this.
Yeah, I left out a couple of them, but then when I found out who like the actual character, the person behind it,
yeah,
he was worse than Francis.
Yeah,
I miss Francis. At least Francis seemed like he had some redeeming qualities.
Oh, there we go. Oh, the other thing that's interesting about this that you don't have in asteroids, you hit the shoulder button and you spin 180 degrees right away.
There you go. They made a better version of asteroids. I bet if they didn't put their heads in and put like they only put some thought into it, they had a pretty decent little game here.
There's no shield or asteroids. To be honest, super asteroids on the Lynx is better than this, but this is definitely better than Atari 2600 asteroids.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I kind of played a lot of, was the 2600 version of it.
I did too. And then I realized that the asteroids always seemed to go vertically. They never moved more horizontally than vertically.
That is true. Well, that's awesome, man.
I mean, and what's funny is the green ships, they will get destroyed by the asteroids too. They will.
Look at a green ship just spray shooting there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's funny is I don't think I've ever gotten hit by one of the green guys. I don't know where they're aiming, but they're certainly not aiming at me.
Please. All right. I got a show. I'm going to remove you from solo. This was what Ian sent me. This is a new game in development. Ah, there you go. Do you see that?
Oh, you know what this is? That Gelco game, that snowboarding Gelco game.
Is it really?
You remember that one, right? It's got that perspective.
Yeah. I like where he says the guy is creating a sneak peek of super secret game for Playdate. Might delete later. But he says it's a super secret game, but he's giving a sneak peek. I'm like, what? That looks interesting, Ian. That looks interesting. He plays snowman. Like, I'll play this for sure. I'm
I bet
guaranteed the crank has got
you know,
everything to do with this.
I was gonna say, yeah, I bet cranking is awesome with this game because that would have made that Galco game way better.
Because that surf game is actually pretty playable once you get used to the or I'll put it up. When you get used to the crank. Hold on. The power of mirror, which is one of the coolest little tools on the about the Playdate, is that which one is it? Season 1.
How many games you got on this thing now?
Oh, a lot. Water Wipeout. I had a lot. Chew Labs. So this one used the crank. Once I get used to it. Oh. The USB-C is not the most snug on this device. I can tell you that.
Really? That's weird because it's usually one of the most stable connectors. I think the only one that's more stable, maybe, well, the USB A, but also the USB Type B connector.
Once I get used to this, it's pretty decent. I haven't played it in a while though.
It's kind of weird seeing this type of dithered black and white graphics, but everything's moving so smoothly.
Try pressing left and right in the air. All right.
Rotating left or right or pushing left or right?
When you go in the air, like that, see?
Okay.
See, I did one. I just gotta get used to it.
Oh, boring.
So I can imagine that snow game will be good. Poor.
Yeah. I like how it tells you like different things.
Was that yours or me?
That was me.
I was like, why's the duck hunt thing or whatever it was?
Not content, Pac-Man.
Oh, Pac-Man, sorry, yeah. Oh, Drain. Yeah, I hope it's available for
That would make the game better every time you died.
I love that. I love Pac-Man's track sound in general. I just gotta get used to the actual. I just gotta get used to the actual spinner. But this game, let's go back to where was I at? Oh, did I close the window?
It looks like you did.
I did. Oh. No, I didn't. Oh, what am I opening? Why am I opening up Blizzard?
Ian is saying that the snowboard game is made by the same people who did that Wipeout.
Oh, okay, cool. So this one there, once you get, I think I'll enjoy this better because I'm not like into surfing or anything, and then he sent me this one here. So this looks interesting.
Oh, it looks like you might have to crank to use the propeller. That probably what adjusts your height. You know, crank it faster to go higher and like stop lower.
It kind of reminds me of in the new Battletoads game on the Xbox One X. There's a level which you got to do a lot of this stuff, but there's no crank. It's just apparently.
So that's what the Playdate needs is Battletoads.
Imagine how difficult that game. So you can see, man, there's so many cool, interesting things coming out on the Playdate, man. Like,
well, you know, the interesting thing is like the more limited you have your hardware is, the more creative you have to be to actually get a game. And when the games are good, they're good.
Oh, Wipeout. I almost had it. I get my things messed up all the time.
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I've got a whole soundboard, and I was like, hey, let's hit some buttons.
Oh, I almost got it, guys. I almost did it that time. I almost did a 360. I'm not fast enough on the sticks.
Hint, try doing a triple 360.
A triple
How's that
360 Lutz. Hey, Nick,
How's-
how you doing, man?
What's that a hint? Crank that thing.
Crank it, baby. Oh, I did one.
You know what you need to unlock? There needs to be unlockable characters in this, and one of them needs to be Batman.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And maybe the Joker.
Hey, I did one that time.
That episode of Batman where he surfs in a surfing contest against
Look
the
at
Joker.
that. I did another one. Oh,
Pretty sucky.
jeez.
That wasn't even
Mine
that wasn't even the most ridiculous thing that was happening in that episode. The most ridiculous thing was the fact that the Joker was sealing people inside of surfboards.
Really?
Yeah.
But back to your thing about, like having limited hardware is really going to cause a lot of interesting things, like a lot of interesting games to be made on this system. Oh crap. You know what's wrong with this crank? It's way too sensitive for this game.
Well, it would probably be something that they could adjust in the game, right? I mean, is there options? Is there an option for sensitivity or anything?
No, there's the only option. Screenshot and home.
Hey, on the volume, do you crank it up for the volume? Or when you select the volume, can you crank up the volume?
No, you got to use the D-pad.
Oh, that sounds like a missed opportunity.
Oh, see, I cranked too hard.
Terminated.
The Surfing Canadian, yeah. I got one score. How did I get 10 on the last one, Crow?
I don't know. I saw you had 10. I just thought it was just felt sorry and it gave you some points.
Yeah, I think so too, right?
But you know what? Oddly enough, I do kind of like these type of games, like in California games, the Lynx version, which is really the only version of California games I play. The surfing, I was fine with it. I liked it. To me, the worst was that half pipe because I could never figure that out.
Me, I could do the hacky sack. Could do that.
Oh yeah, the hacky sack. Yeah, I think that you can't fail the hacky sack. You always just run out of time. So that's the most big, novice.
Oh, I got 4. I'm playing this game more than I ever thought I was going to play it, Crow.
Well, you're showing off your skills.
Yeah. Don't try to be at home, kids.
You're going to speed run it. Because eventually you're going to have to run out of water.
Or a shark's going to eat me.
There's a game like that where I think it's Grand Theft Auto 5, where if you swim out into the ocean too far, it eats you.
I should have done a 360 there. Crank it, yo. I gotta give them Panic kudos on the crank. Not the crank. That sucks. I gotta give them kudos on the fact that they have like a built-in technology to stream and capture videos directly to the computer via USB-C.
Yeah, that is interesting. But again, if they designed
a system, dude, it just landed a 360.
There you go. And
did you see that? 15 high score. You just saw it live.
Land straight to go faster.
But yeah,
But if they want people to develop games for this, I think it was something they had to do because make it easier.
Well, they want people to showcase it like on like what we're doing on streams.
That is true. Right? Yeah, if you couldn't, you'd have to point a camera at it, and not everybody can do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Sunday comics. That would be interesting. Yeah, if they had, they would send you every week a Sunday comics on the Playdate.
Oh.
The only problem is that Sunday comics were in color.
Yeah, I don't know. This is where I go, Crow. This is where I go to get games and look at games. Right here, itch.io. This is just the indie portal for Playdate games.
Hey, Tapeworm, that game looks familiar.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of questionable, which is pretty cool. They show videos of it. They show it like
this is low tech, so that's not sketchy. That's the guy who made the game.
Yeah, $9 for this one. Is it any good?
That's the same guy who did the Flea game.
Well, there you go.
And Tapeworm, that was the one of the games of the month. That might have been the first game of the month.
Pete, try Rocket Bites.
Rocket Bites. It sounds like a cereal.
Yeah, it does sound like something very unhealthy for you. But yeah, like there's tons of games to choose from. You can go in and like a lot of them are tech demos or small games, right? And like $9. That one was the most expensive one I've seen on here.
I mean, how complicated? How big can these games on the Playdate actually be? I mean, you're not seeing anything like a huge long RPG or anything.
Well, the game I built.
Yeah,
it's 8. How big is the game I built? 80 kilobytes. Wait, let me just check. Well, I can show you right now.
Well, what's the biggest game you could? How much memory can you hold in the thing? Could you actually fill up all the memory with one game?
There's 4 gigabytes on here.
But is there anything that stops you from making a game that's like 100 gigabytes or whatever?
I don't know. That's a great question.
If that's even possible.
How can you do that?
What if they put Grand Theft Auto on this thing?
Okay, so you want to see what the size of the games look like? These are the games I have installed. There's 150 megabytes.
Okay, so one's 150. Okay. I'm just curious what the biggest, what game is taking up the most space.
These are all the indie games. They're like tiny, less than.
Yeah. Well, that's like how about the size of, I would say.
The biggest one is Echoic Memory, which sucks. It's just a bad game.
Well, it's hard to say because like kilobytes, like that first one, Omaze, that's like the size of like a Super Nintendo or Genesis game, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's even bigger than those. It's hard to judge. I mean, some of these are like the size of PlayStation games.
Yeah.
If you were to remove all of like the CD audio and like the video files that just are there to fill up all the disk space.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I've got like 3 gigs available for it. But I mean, yeah, like itch.io, it's like you go, if you find a game there, like I like dungeon crawlers, I like that, and I'll go find one, and like there's one up here that's like.
Does this thing have like a built-in like you put in a micro SD card or anything? Or
no, there's no micro SD card. It just says 4 gigabytes built in.
If you ever run out of space, it's easy to hook this thing up and swap games in and out, right?
Yeah, everything's easy. Side loads, it's pretty easy. I did a video on channel. It's on the channel about side loading. It's super easy. You don't even have to unpack the zip file. Just drag your zip file of the game and just drag it onto the website, and it downloads to your system.
Okay. Well, in my mind, like side loading games onto an Android phone is like incredibly easy because
this is like
it's just one extra step, really.
Super easy. The last system I had this easy to sideload games was the Ouya. It's super easy.
Well, that was Android based, right? Did that just run APK files?
Yeah, you just threw the APK file over.
It's the same
website.
thing.
You went to on your network. Long as the Ouya is connected to your network, you type in the address that the Ouya gives you on the screen, and you type that in your browser and drag and drop. But yeah, like this is what's really cool about it. It's just so many games. Like I go here probably once a week and see if there's anything new I want to play or try. And like say like I haven't done a video on this one. This one's $6.99. I'm gonna work on a video for this one because this is a pretty cool game actually. A ton of story first on that one though.
I bet there's like Playdate exclusive YouTube channels that are out there like, hey, you should play this game, you should try this game, that kind of deal.
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I follow a couple people on YouTube that are making games. I just
if there's not, you could be that person.
Yeah, my game should go up soon. That bug is back though. I don't know what the hell's going on with that bug. I got in my
Cookie Cranker. Of course, there's a cookie clicker game for.
Yeah, there's tons, dude. Like, I'm just trying to.
Chestress. Okay.
What did he call it? What did he say? Rocket Bites.
Yes, he said Rocket Bites.
itch.io has more than just Playdate games.
Yep, Rocket Bites. There it is.
Oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah, you know what this looks like? It looks like Gravatar.
Yeah, Squid God Dev. I've got a few of his games. Yeah, it's too bad though. He canceled the roguelike he was building, with the side-scrolling action game. He canceled it. He said it just didn't feel good to him. This game looks all right.
Yeah, it definitely looks like one worth playing. It looks like it would work really good with the crank.
And you can download it now. It's super free. Let me see. Let me see what happens. Oh, it's $3.
No thanks. Wait, isn't that just a recommendation? Name your own price. You could change it to $0.
But I wouldn't want to do that.
The game is free. The game is free, but they accept your donations. So technically it is free, but they encourage you to donate.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I like it. Whoa, where did I go? I want to actually pay for that stuff, so I pay. Like, I don't know if I'd pay $3 for it, but I'll look at a couple videos on it. But yeah, there's like so many freaking cool games.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's so many.
This one looks interesting.
That the only way you'd really try them all out is if you were like Playdate exclusive. You didn't touch anything except the Playdate.
Yeah, this one.
Then maybe you'd sort through them and try them all out.
Yeah,
but yeah, look at the parallax.
That was downfall to Ouya. Everything, you had a free demo and then nobody bought the games, right? I'm gonna go see what if I put 0 there.
No, take me just right to the download. Yeah. There you go. You got it.
All right, let me sideload on it right now.
And nothing says you can't just go back later and give them money.
If I like it, I'll go play for it.
Exactly.
All right, let me load this bad boy onto my Playdate. And we'll give it a try. Account.
I mean,
side load. Choose a file. Rocket Bites.
Yeah, I should. Now I want to come up with some kind of snack called Rocket Bites.
Now you got to get a Playdate.
No, I'm too busy buying games I already own and buying movies I already own. Yeah, today I both bought a movie I already own and a game I already own on purpose.
All right, now it's refreshing my list, and we'll see if it'll show up. Okay. Rocket Bites. There you go. Downloading 19 megs. Oh my God. If this was in the 90s? Well, why is it taking so long? How bad's my internet?
You know, it's funny. It's like I remember like when MP3s, like back in 90, 95, 96, 97, somewhere around there, discovering MP3s and like downloading all the MP3s. Oh, this song's 3 minutes long. It should take 5 minutes to download.
Hey, Hasselhoff. Hey, welcome, buddy. I'm glad you could join. Don't worry, Patreon's coming back. I've already created the page. Just figuring how much money to charge you. He's my only ever Patreon is Hasselhoff. I had Patreon live for 30 days, and he was my one Patreon. Yeah, well, there's no pay. Yeah, Crow needs to have a play date and build a game. I'd like to see a pinball game from Crow.
Well, I probably, even if I ordered a play date, I wouldn't get it till next year.
This is taking so long. This never takes this long. But again, it's coming from their servers, so. And I just threw it on my account.
I thought you had already downloaded it and put it on the Playdate.
No, I just threw it on the website, and then it comes over here. Now, if I was like, it would have done it really quick. Yeah, so. I just went to the website, logged in my account, and dragged it on there.
So it was downloading from your computer to the Playdate.
I don't know what's going on. No, from the website. It's going on my internet. So I don't know what's taking it so long. It's probably on their end or doing some check.
Maybe it was just really compressed.
Could be. Let's see the size of it when it's installed.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 28 megs. Oh, no. Why is it so big?
It'll be one gig in size.
TV Hasselhoff. Are you really bringing that to Patreon? Yeah. Eventually. It's coming back. I told you it would come back eventually. Why not? Charity needs it.
Well, there are. I haven't seen one PEGI rating yet for the Playdate, and you only really need those ESRB and PEGI ratings.
There you go.
If you have a physical copy in a store, a lot of digital stores though won't sell your stuff unless it does have a ESRB rating. Like the PlayStation Store, you can't get away with not having an ESRB rating. But like on Steam, you can put anything you want on Steam.
Yeah. I love Steam. I love my Steam Deck. User levels. Ooh, cool.
Start new game.
Menu.
So level editor, is it like, can you save your levels when you're done?
I'm not sure.
Like the NES games where you could you can make your levels, but you can't save them.
I ran out of fuel.
Oh, you lost already.
Okay, okay, I get it. A and B is your.
Oh, do you have to land it too, or is it just flying around?
Oh, it's like Lunar Lander. Oh my gosh, this is so unwieldy.
Oh, you know what there needs to be a remake of? You know what they need to do again is Space Taxi. I want to see a Space Taxi remake. Space Taxi was like Lunar Lander, except you were flying a taxi.
Use the D-pad? Oh, okay, you can use the D-pad.
Use the Force.
Oh, I can use the D-pad. Not the crank, thank God. Oh,
well, it's too hard to do with the crank.
Yeah, yeah.
I would think you'd be able to turn it faster, but the crank, you might need the.
Well, you have to use the crank. Using a D-pad instead of the button for the.
Oh yeah, you know why? Because I can see why. Because you're. It
reminds me of Lunar Landing big time.
But you're not actually landing. This is more like Gravatar, I think. If you don't need to land.
Yeah, but the walls are. You got to land.
Same thing in Gravatar.
What am I? Why is that letting me get some fuel? Oh,
was it just because you were tapping the accelerator? If you hold down, I bet you just blast off, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! I think you wiped out that dog, or cat, or whatever it is. Yeah, you can't land. This is not Lunar Lander.
Oh my God! It's a good little game, though. It's fun.
So you had to collect those objects and make it back to the ship. Okay.
Okay, that's insanity right here.
This is only like level 3.
Still, dude.
And it didn't even take you 30 seconds to pass it.
Dude, you're not like, dude, you gotta play this. It's crazy. It's so sensitive. It's got Crow written all over it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It does seem like a game I enjoy. I enjoy these physics-based space games like this. Like
If you're killing dogs, I love dogs. That's Crow. I didn't
Avatar.
kill a dog. Crow's being a jerk. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh. Crow, that was your fault.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh. This game plays like really fun though. Like it's one of those. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got it, Crow. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this is absolutely.
Oh,
No, you got too close.
The momentum killed me.
They need to get OSHA involved in this because this doesn't look like a safe work environment.
No, I don't. Who's OSHA? What?
Oh, it's I don't know what it stands for. It's just that it's the organization that it like is safety in the workplace. You get fined if your workplace is unsafe.
Like, I don't know what ours called. Labor Relations Board or something. I don't know what it's called.
Nobody looked that up. OSHA.
I got it, Crow. Got it, Crow. Not bad. I got some That's so loud.
Yes, that is pretty loud.
Oh my gosh. Crow, I'm serious, dude. You need to get a Playdate, man. You'll have a blast with this. Like I said, I was the biggest critic of this system. Remember how bad like I used to shite talk it before I got it? I'm like, I don't know why I ordered it. I've had so much fun with it.
You know, every week, every time we do this, I wind up on the Playdate website, and I'm like, I don't want to spend that money.
Oh, come on, Crow. You're doing it, not getting it now out of spite. Come on, you need to have it, buddy. I tend not to recommend stuff. I just say, hey, watch my vids, watch my friends' vids and stuff. But I honestly think this is type of gaming you enjoy because it's hard, sadistic, tedious, fun,
but it's only based on the game, like
and
it's
weird.
The game, but
and it's super weird. So I think you'd like it.
I mean, you could do the same thing for every system, though. Every system has got their hard games.
This one's got a physical crank on it. It's black and white and can fit in your wallet.
I don't think it could fit in my wallet.
George Costanza's wallet.
It doesn't look it doesn't look smaller than the Ardu Boy.
It's the same size as the main screen on the GBA. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, why did I turn that way? Order it now. It'll take a year to get it. Yeah, I was lucky. I had such when I ordered it. I was during the pandemic. I was like, gosh, man, like, you know.
No, I ordered it, and like the week after I would get it, they'd announce like the Playdate color or something.
No, I don't think they'll ever do a Playdate color. I would buy it though if. If they backlit one, I don't know if I'd enjoy the backlight one because there's something kind of charm with this.
Well, I wonder if somebody's already busy coming out with a mod that has builds in the backlight. Because I remember Game Boy Advance, that was like one of the first things I did was buy an aftermarket backlight kit or front light kit in that case. Let's see, Playdate mods. Oh, that's not the right kind of mods. Oh.
Need a cheat code. I need a cheat code.
Well, you might have to talk to the developer of the game.
Yeah, I might have to pay $1 for this.
They accidentally left in a debug mode.
Hey, Chuck, do you think I've got $1 worth of enjoyment out of this?
Okay, well, no, it's $180 worth of enjoyment.
Well, I played it a lot, man. Plus building my own game.
Well, yeah, there's that too, and development kits for a lot of systems cost way more than that. So, let's see here.
Playdate.
I only have the patience to stick with games like this.
Oops. Playdate Mega Mod. What? Oh, somebody came out with a mod where you could put a
Oh,
custom.
come on! I was so close. I was so close, Crow. I was so close. Oh, I gotta go into game menu to see what else is in there. User levels? Peace out? This is a user level? That's pretty cool.
Boom! Whoa! How did you not? There you go.
Like, how did I survive that? Wow! This like needs a gun and multiplayer. This would be awesome.
And what is the plot of the game? What's the story behind the game?
I don't know. Let's see. Must be something in extras, maybe.
Well, I would. It might not even be in. Oh, look at this! A cutscene.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did it. Yeah.
this was the opening cutscene. Okay.
Yeah, I want to get that speaker dock. I want to get everything Playdate now. Panic, send me Playdate stuff. Yeah, that was pretty sad. Okay, level editor. Create your own level. Oh, level name.
Flying reverse platformer. How is this a platformer?
What are you looking at?
The website that has the description of this game, Rocket Bytes. It says Rocket Bytes is a 1-bit precision rocket flying reverse platformer. But
I don't know if I believe that.
You can't touch the platforms. It's not a platform.
Oh, you can use this thing here too.
Oh, that's how you make your levels?
Yeah.
You control a group of rockets who need to collect energy and bring it back to their ship, aka for a bigger rocket, so they can fly it safely back to their mothership, an even bigger rocket. Rockets look in the direction the crank is facing, but are only propelled in that direction when you push up. See, so basically, you're controlling several ships collecting fuel for one bigger ship, apparently, something like that. Oh, one of the features, it's got a list of features. One of the features is a bangin' OST. Was it bangin'?
I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty good. You didn't hear it?
It was pretty low on my end.
Oh, see, they need more checkpoints everywhere. View. Oh, I like that.
One of the features is 2 entertaining story cutscenes, and you've already seen one of them. Oh, it's got an iPod mode that lets you play music. You can speed up the music in it, and I find that entertaining. That's literally what it said, word for word. One of the features is no snakes.
Oh, Ian wants to see the power up. I don't know how to shut this thing down. How do you shut it down?
The Playdate?
Yeah, I don't know how to shut it down.
Have you never turned it off?
I've never turned it off.
Does it just run out of batteries? And
I'm not sure.
it's just every time you pick it up, it's just always on.
Yeah, I don't know how to restart it.
How to restart Playdate. Should you need to restart your Playdate to reboot it from a halted state, for instance, you can do so by
I got it
pushing
right here. Restart
the
Playdate.
reset button inside the
Are you
crank.
ready?
You have to use like a paperclip, apparently, to reset it.
Oh, that didn't work. I went to restart it.
Oh, you just normally turn off the Playdate by pressing the power button down for 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That button that you need the paperclip for, that's force restarting your Playdate. Like if it locks up, apparently. So you have to hold the power button down for 8 seconds.
All right, let me. Oh my god, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. All right, hold on.
Let's
All
see
right,
here.
let me see. I'm gonna boot it back on now. All right, now it's booting back on. Oh no, it doesn't reboot. It just comes right back on. Sorry, Ian.
Maybe it boots up that fast. There's really no boot up.
I can't figure it out. Oh my gosh. So there you go. Rocket Bites. A bunch of games here show today. Crow, I think we made it through another show, man. What else is going on? Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm just working on what's funny is I got footage for that hardcore 4x4 game, and now I'm planning on making 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 videos from it. Because I changed
so many videos. You know you're not going to do that many videos.
Yeah, I am actually, because I always do the one for the Crow Capture channel, which is the just the game footage with no commentary. I always do that. I'm changing the way I'm doing the Evercade videos, so I'm not gonna script anything out for these games going forward. I'm kind of reverting back to what I used to do on my channel some time ago, and that's just have I'm just footage of me playing the game. But the only difference is it's going to be edited down more tightly than it used to be. I'm bringing that back. And I was originally going to be putting it on my other channel, but for these Evercade games, I'm going to start putting them on the Evercade channel.
You're going to put it on the Crocade?
The Crocade channel. I already have one for Actual Soccer and Brainbender.
Actual Soccer is good. Do you know any cheats for that? Because I don't mind Actual Soccer at all.
There is 2 cheats for it. I couldn't figure one of them out. But there is a cheat where you can get the Gremlin team, which I don't know if they're
OP, right?
What's that?
They're probably pretty OP, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I played as them. I didn't really notice them to be superior or anything to anybody, but that's probably because I'm bad at soccer to begin with. Did you see that short? Did you see that short? I was playing for so long and I only scored 1 goal. And that goal was on my own goal because I was running the wrong way down the field.
Oh, I got to do a poll. What should our poll be this week?
I don't know. Fishing poll?
Should we do this bi-weekly or monthly?
Joe Crow, the Playdate intro.
Yeah, I tried to do that. That's what I was trying to do.
Well, I bet I could just look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty cool opening. I actually say, I like the Playdate. It's part of
or should I not ruin the surprise in case I ever get one?
Yeah. Well, no, it's pretty cool. The first intro sequence of the pure boot is pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Well, I thought it was cute, to be honest with you, but because you only see it once. That's why I probably didn't do it.
I'm thinking it's I'm having and hawing over $180 Playdate, but I spent over $300 in fans for my PC last week.
Should Pete give the Analog Pocket another chance? You know what? I have been giving it another chance. I still cramp my hands up because the store I was going to buy one from or trade from, they can't. It's been months, so I might just tell them, you know what? No worries about it. But everybody's at me about the Analog Pocket. It's kind of funny because they say, oh, there's so many cores out. And I'm like, I never bought it to put ROMs on it. I bought it just to play my actual games I own. And I don't to set up a core on Analog Pocket. It's not easy. You got to go find the ROMs and you got to set up I don't know.
Is the Analog Pocket FPGA or is it analog? Or, I mean, not emulation.
It's FPGA.
Okay, that's why everybody wants it. I don't even know if I'd be able to tell the difference.
It's just a comfort factor for me. It's whatever. People have been overly negative when I put that video out saying I just couldn't get used to the comfort factor on it. Like overly, it was like telling me I'm wrong, holding it wrong, and and I'm like, dude, if it's not comfortable, it's not comfortable.
Well, it doesn't matter. You put out an opinion on YouTube, and there's always going to be somebody there to try and contradict you.
It's like a Playdate. I find a Playdate much more comfortable, even though it's not the most comfortable. Because the way I hold it is there's no shoulder buttons. So I just hold it one hand and I just crank on the other. It's fine. But, nothing as comfortable as the Evercade or the PSP or the Vita, or the Switch. Like, those are comfortable handhelds for me.
Well, again, I don't know how much testing they had in order to get the Playdate. Were you talking about the Playdate or the Analog Pocket not being comfortable?
The Analog Pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you would think that for something like that, I think they were just kind of going for the old
Game Boy
fit form
it's not
factor.
thick like the Game Boy, right? The Game Boy was thick, so it had more girth, so your hands felt better in it.
They were like, this has got to be the dimensions. It's got to look like this, and people just have to adapt to it.
And they were super thin, and they made the shoulder buttons so tiny and uncomfortable. But curious to any concerns about the feel of Tate mode for the EXP? Yeah, I did. I did a video on it. I'm not sold on that.
Well, you know what? I tried it. It's about the same size.
Said I'd like it, and I'm like, I'll like it when I play it.
I thought about it, and it's about the same size as the original Evercade, and I was just holding it like this. And it's I think I could get used to it if it was just like this with 2 extra buttons. I don't.
I think I can, but I'm not going to say it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. For me, it's just.
I think it'll be doable. I
think it'll be doable. Yeah. Will I play a ton of Tate mode games? Probably. I'll play a few, but I don't know if that'll be the majority of what I play.
It won't be ridiculous like the playing Tate mode on the Atari Lynx.
Oh yeah, that's just nuts.
Where you have to have one hand up high. And
hand. You're playing it like you're reading a scroll back in yonder. Yeah. Here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, we didn't do any food talk this week.
We did. You talked about my donut.
Your donut, yes, but we were talking about something else. Oh, we were talking about before the show. We were talking about the fact that I had breakfast or supper.
Yes, but what determines whether or not it's breakfast or not? Is it the type of food or is it the time you eat it?
I think it's the type of food for me. It's toast, actual toast, and a fried egg. That for me anyway, it's breakfast.
Okay, wait, we get a whole bunch of gray areas here because
of course there is.
Because it gives you a steak. Steak is usually a dinner food, but the minute you throw eggs on it, now all of a sudden it's a breakfast. But
it's a trucker's breakfast food.
Eggs aren't necessarily only for breakfast because you could have eggs in.
Dude, there's the egg industry up in Canada as a full advertising campaign. Eggs are not just for dinner. Like I think that's verbatim. They have like these funny commercials where a kid's eating eggs for supper and he's getting dirty looks. And it was like, hey, eggs are good. I love eggs. I about 4 or 5, almost 5 months now, I've stopped eating red meat and pork and chicken, but I do eat eggs. And I do eat fish, but the rest is veg. I just can't quit eggs, man. I just can't quit it.
What's really funny is for breakfast every Sunday, I was having steak and eggs, and I would make my dog scrambled eggs and with cheese on it.
You get your dog cheese? You must have had nice gas.
No, the dog's fine. The dog likes cheese, and the dog doesn't. I have a Shiba Inu. So is she even down here? No, she's not down here. So she loves the eggs, and the eggs are good for her fur. So I just throw some cheddar cheese on it, shredded cheddar cheese. But I got sick of having the eggs. I got just so tired of the eggs. So now I'm just eating steak for breakfast.
Oh,
so it's at breakfast.
Eggs are awesome, especially when it's got the yolk is runny. You can dip your toast in. Oh my god!
I agree. I like that. I actually don't like scrambled eggs. I prefer like over easy or sunny.
Me too. Over easy is for me. Or sunshine. My ultimate breakfast is 2 pieces of toast and with avocado and egg sandwich. Like that's my ultimate breakfast. I can eat that anytime.
I'm not a big fan of avocados.
I love avocados. Avocados amazing. And apparently they're healthy. So
I can't eat eggs around with my wife if she's eating eggs because she'll take scrambled eggs and then she'll throw ketchup all over it.
James Anderson's playing Intelligent Collection 1 and 2. Yeah, man. Princess Quest, great game. Like everybody dissed on Intelligent Collection 2 for the Evercade.
I haven't gotten to that one. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm still on Gremlin Collection.
Well, you haven't played it yet, right?
Speak of the devil. Oh,
you haven't played Intelligent Collection 2?
Not yet. I'm just still on the Gremlin Collection.
Dude, Tower Doom's amazing. I love Tower Doom. I know Ed from the from RetroKill-9 completely hated on Evercast 2. I think Ed went a little overboard.
Are you gonna bite me?
Ed went crazy with Intelligent Collection. He was in a bad mood that day. He just needed to hate on someone. That's what Ed did.
Well, I don't know. It really doesn't seem. I've seen somebody play that Tower of Doom game that was really into it. I watched them stream it and play it.
Yeah,
I don't really think it's my type of game.
It's mine.
Yeah,
but it's the controls that I think Ed fought with, right? And and he's got a good point because, like we always say it. I hate looking at manuals, but in television games you have to look at the manuals, otherwise you're not going to have fun with it. The controls are so stupidly complex.
You know what's funny is that what I'll always do is I'll jump into the game, play it for a while, and say, "Oh, I wonder what the manual says." And I'll look at the manual, and then you just learn more as you go along. It's like when you play pinball. When you play pinball, you don't look up the rules first. You just jump on the machine, start playing it, and then you look at the rules if you want to start getting better at it.
Yeah,
Your dog heard eggs. You know what? If my dog hears me mention food at all, she's here.
Well, we're thinking about getting a dog.
Any particular breed?
A small one, hypohalogenic if possible.
Oh, so like a golden doodle or something. Something,
yeah.
any sort of doodle, because they're all hyperallergenic.
We're thinking maybe well, it doesn't have to be. I don't mind if it sheds and stuff like that. There's no allergies. It's just like, we don't, like, the kids really want the kids really want one. I love dogs. I used to own a dog before I met my wife. Literally because I travel a lot for work, so I had to get rid of it. But
have you ever had a dog before, or would it be like your first dog?
No, I've had 2 dogs before, and my wife's had a dog, but my kids never had a dog.
Well, this is our first dog, and it's like really the worst type of breed we could have gotten for our first dog, because it's because we've got a Shiba Inu, and they will listen, but they'll do whatever they want anyway.
I can remember my cousin a long time ago it's a Cocker Spaniel, the ones that are really nervous and they pee when they get nervous. That's Cocker Spaniels, right? They're so cute. They got big fluffy ears, soft fur, or hair, I should say, not fur, but
you know what? She's done that. I can't use the vacuum around her because the last couple times I've used a vacuum with her in the house, she's run somewhere and peed. So one time she jumped on my wife and peed on her. So.
Awesome. We're going to wrap it up because I can hear my garage door opening, so I want to hang out with my kids for a bit. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us longer than usual show tonight, but it was fun talking all types of stuff.
And it's only longer because we started earlier.
Yeah, we started earlier too. Crow and I can get on. Crow and I can literally talk about a million different subjects each week. It's just we're like random. That's what we should call our podcast. Random thoughts. Random gaming thoughts.
I don't know about that because a lot of this stuff wasn't even gaming related.
Random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Probably 2 weeks from now. The poll said most people want 2 weeks from now. I want to thank everybody for checking out the channel. Go check out all these Crows, Crow Continuum, Crow Evercade, Crow Pinball. I've got links to his channel. My
Crow Pinball channel has been busy. I put up more videos in September for Crow Pinball than anything else.
Well, that's your baby.
Well, I don't know. It's just that so much stuff has been happening with pinball recently. So
that's true. Coming up my channel this week, got Playdate videos, got a nice Steam Deck playable video coming tomorrow, more Evercade videos, more everything. And Crow and I will catch you on the Evercast. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.